Hello and welcome back to episode 10 of Egalitarian France, where we're playing as France in Victoria 3 and we are going for the Caretaker achievement. We are on the last step. We just need to increase our standard of living, increase our literacy rate, and decrease our number of peasants. So the literacy rate is the one thing that worries me. It did take me a little while to get our schooling in order, but hopefully we can get this sorted pretty quickly. I mean, we do have public schools, so that should at least be a pretty big boost to it. And we're also at level 5 on our education access at this point. So we're going to keep working towards that. We're going to let time start moving. We're going to start getting our government administration buildings built. We'll get some more power plants going. Probably go to the electric arc process to make sure we have plenty of steel to go around. And yeah, overall we are doing pretty good. Not really looking to reduce our workforce, so no real reason to do any of that kind of stuff. We could get refrigerated rail cars, but that's going to do the same thing and just reduce the labor, so I'm not super concerned about that right now. We're losing quite a bit of money at the moment, but once we get graduated taxation passed, we should be in a much better place. And I'm not really too sure if there's any real dire wars I want to get into. I'm not super concerned about that at the moment. There is our home and fares increasing, our health system increasing. There is our tax boost, so did our taxes get worse? Oh no, there it goes, better. Okay, and does that mean I can go ahead and probably drop both of these? Should not need any more consumption taxes since we are making plenty of money at this point. I might build up more construction sectors though. Just increasing the amount of construction we have going on feels like a good idea. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to put those at the top of the construction queue. And this will really boost up the amount of construction we have going on. It's probably going to drastically hit our money again, in which case we could always put the services tax back in place, but I'm not super concerned about it at the moment. We don't want to adjust that at all. I'm going to stick with graduated taxation because we're making plenty of money with it. Mass conscription would radicalize the landowners. I don't know if I want to upset them too much more. It would also be kind of nice to upgrade our welfare laws, but that does look like it's going to cause us issues as well. And we have women's suffrage, which is plenty for us. Going to the militia would depower our would weaken our army, our armed forces influence. And it won't upset too many people too much. The trade unions would love it. The armed forces would absolutely hate it, though. We also have a very upset Catholic Church. I don't know if there's anything we can really do to fix that, outside of just wait. Yeah, we'll just let time roll, see what happens. Once these construction sectors are built, we're going to have plenty more going on. A Luba uprising, I can just send in... We'll just send in one of our generals, let them deal with it. We're pretty much set on colonization. Like I said, I'm not worried about colonizing Oceania. We can definitely go through and upgrade some more institutions, and I think going for this would be a good idea. See, the landowners are already upset with us. If I restored women in the workplace, that would make them happier, and the landowners are marginalized, so we don't even really have to worry about them. You know what, since the landowners are marginalized, and they're the only people opposed to this, let's go ahead and do it. Police brutality. We can just go ahead and re-upgrade that, so let's go ahead and do that. Means we're going to need to come back through here and re-put that up to the top. It looked like I might have gotten more oil, so... No, it must have just been somewhere nearby. We need the revolution to tick down, and we'll be in much better shape. There. Low market access will get dealt with. Revolution veering states in turmoil. Nothing major. High tension with a lot of the places we're colonizing, but that's not really a concern for me. We're making tons and tons of money at this point. So I think that's mostly from our lack of building, but they're even all capped out. Let's take a look at our market. Electricity is one of our biggest needs, followed by glass, iron. Alright, so we have a huge need for electricity still. Let's upgrade this, which should fix that. So now we need coal. So I'm going to go ahead and build a lot of coal mines, especially in Picardy and in Rhone. And I'll even build them in Alsace-Lorraine as well. We'll just load those states up with coal mines. They should build fairly quickly. And then we should have more coal than we know what to do with. And I'm just going to kind of work my way down the line, upgrading various building various buildings that we can work with and see where we can go. Crooked connections. I'm not worried about the enactment time. We can just let that keep working. Hopefully this revolution dies down pretty quickly. There's our home affairs. There's our colonization rights set up. It'll help us colonize down here a little bit faster. Keep pushing into South Africa. We'll at least get ourselves a pretty decent foothold compared to the British. The North Germans are jumping ahead of us a little bit here and there. But it is overall not too bad. We have a ton of glassworks and it's just not working. Are they not making enough money? Like, is that the issue? No, they have plenty of cash reserves, like for that one, for instance, that I checked on. I don't know. Ban slavery in Morocco. And humiliate Austria. That's kind of an interesting war goal to go with. And we're still making a ton of money, too. I guess I'll build up some more construction sectors then. So let's move those to the top just because that's going to help us build faster. So, we don't want, yeah, I don't mind weakening the armed forces. That's actually a pretty good idea overall for me. Get all these construction sectors pushed to the top. Do a promotion. Oh yeah, getting the Catholic Church to like us a little better is definitely a good idea. Yeah, we're going to let that keep ticking up. I'm going to tick up my colonial affairs a little bit too. It's a little late in the game, but we have plenty of spare bureaucracy at this point, so there's no reason not to. Journal entry-wise, automatic machine guns. Take some machine gunners. Alright, so glass is next, so we're going to build up quite a bit of glassworks. And, there we go. We'll get those built up. That should help us out too. We did pass our law, so now we can take a look around and see if there's any other laws we want to pass. The only thing I would really like to do would be to push for one of these changes. So let's try and get wage subsidies pushed through. It shouldn't be too difficult for us. So we'll work on that. Plenty of buildings being established at this point. Our standard of living is still going up. Our literacy rate is not quite as fast, but it is going up. I don't know how much universities would help with that, but I don't mind building some. Let's really build up a university establishment in Ile-de-France, since they have so much extra infrastructure there at this point. It's ridiculous. I mean, we know we're going to burn through all of these pretty quickly. Radical Greek diplomatic play against us, huh? Send one army and deal with it. A little boost to that reform going through sounds good to me. Our revolution seems to finally be dying down, so people aren't as upset about that anymore. They're attempting to unify Italy, huh? Well, if that's them unifying, that's actually not a bad idea. I'll help them out with that. The Republican Party won the election. We are a legitimate government. We can't do much better than what we have at the moment, so we'll just keep sticking with what we have. Let our law continue to push through. Hopefully it gets enacted soon. We'll consider building up some more construction sectors. The more, the merrier, right? So we'll get those established. And once again, I'm just going to keep pushing them as high as I possibly can. Because having more construction sectors is going to go a long way to making sure that our country is thriving. What are you? The Devil's Paintbrush. More defense, or he gets the trait Stalwart Defender. We'll give him the trait Stalwart Defender, that's fine. We're not doing that institution-wise. We'll push our welfare payments as high as we possibly can, because that'll help with our standard of living, giving the poorest of our country more ability to grow. Man, all that work and we hardly dented glass. Are our glass works just not making money? Their productivity is not bad. Their cash reserves are growing. Maybe I just have that much demand for glass. We have a lot of demand for steel and iron as well, so let's get some iron mines going. Yeah, we'll get some iron mines established too. We're still good on all of those colonial ventures. We've unlocked psychoanalysis, and that was the last tech we were working. Well, no, we're working on film still, but we're pretty much ready to. We'll go for plastics. We can go for telephone and the radio. Art silk, automatic bottle blowers. We'll finish off our tech tree here, the production tech tree, and get ourselves as far as we can on that. There's another uprising. We'll send in a general to deal with that. And Greece finished their war. Sardinia Piedmont is pushing through theirs. Budget-wise, I could always put back in the services tax. It would give us a ton of revenue. Really boost us up there. Sardinia Piedmont has formed Italy. And they are still in our customs union, so that is perfectly fine with me. Radical Costa Rica. Let's get you down there. Hopefully you can get there first. And we're not passing any laws right now, so We don't want to downgrade that. We're already a mass conscription. Old age pension is something we can move towards, and at this point it wouldn't really upset people, so let's push towards that as well, because that'll help us get our standard of living even higher. Sure, it's going to cost us a lot of money in the welfare payments and everything, but overall that's a good thing for us. We're really getting our literacy rate up to, I think that's going to be what we're going to struggle with the most. We can easily get the peasants working, and we can easily get our standard of living up, but getting the literacy rate up, because we're so far behind, might be a bit of a struggle. But we are making money, so it's because we're not really using all of our construction sectors. That means we should look into upgrading something else. Potentially we'll get some steel mills going. I mean, they already have a ton of stuff going on too. Let's look at what's expensive first. So wine, art, sugar. Sugar's expensive, and we have a massive shortage of it. Do I have any sugar plantations I could build? Couple. Opium is something we are struggling with mightily too, and I know I can't build opium plantations. Fruit. I mean, honestly, most of our goods are in check. Fig orchards. No rice farms we can build. You have great millet farms. I mean, we'll build up what we got. Yeah, we'll just keep on pushing everywhere we can to boost up our money. Glass, electricity, iron, explosives. I guess part of the problem is that Ile-de-France does not have people. This is a general versus the petit bourgeoisie politician. At this point, I'm just going to ban dueling. We don't need it anymore. We probably need to change up our government a little bit to get any other laws through, but I like how legitimate our government is, and our loyalists are skyrocketing at this point. And the best we could do would be to like pull in the trade unions and the rural folk. Yeah, let's try this. It should let us pass some different laws. We do want to keep colonizing. I don't want to drop the police force. We don't want to go through any of this, so not really much of a change. But I guess it was worth a shot to see if we could do anything to adjust this. I am tempted to also just really boost up our navy and our... Oh man, we got so much money at this point. Alright. Yeah, we'll boost up our construction sectors again. I'm not even going to really worry about pushing them ahead, because I mean, we're already building some, so we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot there. Still working on film. Yeah, electricity again is a bit of an issue, so we can go ahead and upgrade that. Yeah, part of the issue at this point is we're running out of labor in the places where we could use it. We're just going to keep on boosting up our electricity, keep growing our country as much as we can, continue to boost all of this. Our literacy is going up. Our standard of living is finally hit 20. Our peasants are good. The literacy rate's our last goal. So, yeah, we're kind of just waiting for people to become more literate. I don't know if there's any society things that would really help that out. Mass propaganda would be more authority. Yeah, I guess we just kind of wait. Hope and wait. We do still have about 30 years left, a little less than that, but should be plenty of time for us to grow. And I do still want to try and get ourselves to be a council republic. Hopefully we can do that. If they want to fight, they'll get a fight. I do not care. Plenty of constructions going on. Building pretty much everything that we need. I mean, I guess at this point we need to start getting our workers in a little bit better of a spot, so yeah, doing that kind of stuff should help out. Go for the minimum level of wealth. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of this. I was so focused on trying not to do any of this because we wanted to make sure we had workers going. But now that we do, we can easily afford a lot of this stuff. We'll definitely want to get up to film art. That'll help out. Yeah, we're going to get all of these rolling along. We need oil for automobiles. Oh, assembly lines take oil, so we'll go with the rotary valve engines. Automatic power looms, and we don't have automated bakeries yet. So that put us in the hole quite a bit. But now we should be able to build plenty of more buildings. The moving pictures. Boosting up the trade union sounds good. I mean, they're already very powerful, but no reason not to boost them anymore. coal. We need a lot more coal, so... yeah, I'm just going to put it all active. We should be good there, and I think this is a good place to end this episode. So if you liked the episode, I'd appreciate a like. If you really liked it, I would appreciate a subscription, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.